What is slug ball? It's situational hitting, where you're trying to do something with the baseball and you're trying to compete. I mean, what is better than making contact on the barrel with a baseball and bringing back those old roots and those things that you did as a kid, and bring it back and doing it in a competitive environment, but a really fun one.
Sluggball is here. This is pretty cool.
Wow.
Here are the cliff notes. A reimagined version of baseball, all about hitting. It's 4-on-4. There are teams of between 6 and 8 players. It's going to debut in minor league stadiums in Jersey, Ohio, and New York. And if you're interested, if you're a beer league softball guy that mashes, if you played in the big leagues, if you played in the minors, even if you didn't have much baseball before and you like to hit, PlaySluggball.com is where to go for more information.
Sounds like you got to have a little bat control, though.
Oh, you know, our next guest had some bat control because he could drop down a bunt and hit the gaps and play. Kenny Lofton joins us. Kenny, it's great to see you on more pleasant circumstances. We visited a few weeks ago on what you've done in terms of fire relief in Southern California, where you've made your home for a long time. So tell us about Sluggball and your involvement in this.
Well, so Sluggball is something that I got very excited about. When they came to me and asked me about it, I felt like this is something that can show that the game of baseball is not just all about hitting home runs. And for me, I tried to put the ball in play and put it in certain positions where you felt like you had bat control. And this is just something, because again, baseball needs that type of 3-on-3 back like basketball. We needed something for baseball, and this is something that people, they like to hit. So if you have an opportunity to feel like you still can hit in the game and you still like you can put the ball in play in wherever you want it and however you want it, this is something that can bring these guys back to the game again and have some fun, and you know what, also win a little cash.
Kenny, man, this is pretty cool. You know, my first All-Star game, 1987. Matt, you'll like this. You know, they have a home run derby now. They had a hitting contest, and it was Wade Boggs against Tony Gwynn, and they set targets out on the field. Remember they used to do that stuff? So cool. Then they had a relay contest. Larkin and Ripken were in the middle trying to outthrow each other. It just brought back all those different skills. And so this is kind of what you guys are doing, right? So I saw a bunch of old people. You got any youngsters playing this?
Well, right now we want to start it somewhere because the young people are doing different things, but we want to start it. Just get the foundation started and let people get excited, and then we're going to even grow. And, you know, I might end up getting out there, getting the team together and putting it out there. You never know. I still got some back control.
So they're gonna start in the spring, Kenny? Like, when does this actual schedule begin?
I think it's going to start in either May or June, I believe, to start.
So there's time for people to get involved, again, at PlaySluggball.com. That's really cool.
No, I understand. I saw Ruben Amaro in the front. Is he the one that kind of came up with this idea? Or
him and a couple other guys came up with it, and they came to me and asked me what do I think about being a part of it. And once I saw the opportunity to show something other than home runs, I'm like, I want to be a part of this because I'm not a home run guy, but I'm a situational guy. And this is what the game is also all about, putting the ball in play and showing this side of the game that it's kind of gotten away.
That'd be fun to watch. You know, you were quite the athlete, Kenny. You played in the World Series. You played in the Final Four. So before we brought you on, you were starting to throw a little trivia question. I said, hold it, tell America. So what's the trivia question?
Well, because you asked where I grew up, and I said I grew up in East Chicago, Indiana. I went to East Chicago, Washington High School, and I said, thought about it. There's only 2 people in Major League history to play in the Final Four, and to play in the Final Four and to play in the World Series. 2 people.
Okay, you.
I'm one of them.
You.
I'm one of them.
I feel like we should know this, Harold.
You should know this. Baseball historians.
Come on, we should. I'm embarrassed that I don't know this.
All right.
Okay, he also.
Hold on, Keith's going to try. Hold on, Keith Koss.
I looked it up. I'll let Kenny say it.
Damon Stoudemire. Amari
Stoudemire. I want you to say it.
Who was
Tim
it,
Stoddard.
Who?
Tim Stoddard,
Tim
right?
Stoddard, the pitcher?
The pitcher.
He played in the
same
final
high school.
He played at NC State, too, guys. And remember, Plesac was committed to NC State, so we could have had another MLB NC State basketball player, but Danny stuck with baseball.
Did you know Tim Stoddard played in the Final Four?
I did not. And he played for North Carolina State?
Yep.
All right, I don't feel so bad about not getting that, Kenny, because that's a great question.
Hey, who was on your team at Arizona? You played with who? Who was?
Basketball player with Sean Elliott, Steve Kerr, Jeb Bushler, Tom Tolbert.
Remember that squad?
That was a good squad.
Dude.
Sean Rooks, Harvey Mason. Yeah. Bill Bach.
How close were you to playing in the NBA? How close were you?
You know what? Because, again, I always tell people, I played what we call Tom Tolbert, the black hole. Once you get the ball in there, you never got it back. So, and I was the point guard. So when you come down, you threw the ball to Steve Kerr. He going to shoot a three. We shoot the ball to Sean Elliott. He was mini magic. He did all the thing over there. We threw the ball to Sean Rooks. Post up, he threw it. Jeb Bushler did everything. So, again, I didn't have a chance. Once I got the ball away, once I threw it away, I didn't get it back. I had superstars on my team. I did not get the ball back.
Mr. T, Tom Tolbert, is a radio host in the Bay Area in Northern California. He's a huge Angels fan, huge baseball fan. I can't wait to call him the black hole next time I talk to him. That's funny.
Please do.
That's
please do.
Now, were you? Who was your guy? Was it Nate Archibald? Do you think because you were a lefty, were you Nate Archibald? Were you like who were you? Rod Foster because you were so fast. What?
Oh, it was Zeke.
Oh, it was Zeke, huh? You and Isaiah.
That was my dude, man.
Hey, Kenny, we're just coming off the Hall of Fame announcement. It's a 5-man class now after the Veterans Committee put in Dave Parker and Dick Allen in December. Your name is getting kicked around a lot as being somebody who needs to be reevaluated for Cooperstown. 17-year career, 6 All-Star games, 4 Gold Gloves. We don't have to tell you how good you were because we remember it. Do you feel like your candidacy now as a guy that's going to appear on that committee ballot is going the right way? Because there's a lot of positive talk around you in Cooperstown.
I'm very excited about the opportunity because, again, I fell off the ballot, and it was tough how I fell off. And I just wanted people over years and years just to keep looking at my numbers and comparing. And once I came off the ballot the first time, that opportunity went away for people to just keep looking, because I just wanted people to come up with stats, keep seeing stats, seeing how many times I was in the playoffs, more than, I had, stolen base, a playoffs record. I had, getting the score and a run record, in baseball. It's a lot of things that I think I did, and I felt the little guys like myself should be just as important in baseball, because a runs batted in, you can't be a runs batted in with no one on base. And I felt like I did what I had to do in that way. And my job at the time was get on, work the pitchers, and save, to make the pitchers work so much so when they come down to it, they tire out quicker. And the guys behind me, just to get the fastballs down the middle, I get on, I steal bases, I make the pitchers a little distraught when I'm on base, and that helps the hitters. I felt like I did my job.
Little point guard love here today, huh? They took the ball, and Albert Bell hit the homer, and you didn't get no credit. And then
none. Manny, Tommy, Albert, Eddie Murray, so Carlos Baerga. I did all that, and they get the credit. You're right.
Hey, so last thing, we got Carl Willis coming up. You had him as a pitching coach, obviously, in Cleveland, right? On those squads. Was he setting the defense? Was he just happy you were in center? What was Carl about?
Well, for me, I just told them just let me go out there, because I feel like I was, at that time when Carl Willis was there, I was, in a sense, I felt like I was a veteran. So I'm like, you know what? You just let me know what these guys are doing on the mound, and I was setting my defense myself out in the field, because I just knew the game at that time. So
he let you do your thing. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out more about you as Carl joins us. This is going to be great. We'll talk about CC.
Hey, to Kenny's point, I just want to button it up here for people that are thinking about next year's committee votes in the Hall of Fame. 17 years in the big leagues, went to the postseason 11 times with 6 different teams. So it's not like he was just a part of a Yankee dynasty that kept going to the postseason. 6 different squads.
Kenny was a bad man.
Kenny, we love you, man. Thanks for coming on the show. And we're going to be looking for Sluggball when it debuts in Trenton, New Jersey. In May. Very cool of you to join us. Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me anytime.
Kenny Lofton with us on the stove. We do have Carl Willis waiting to visit with